Okay. Good evening. Hello. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing great rather. It rained just now here, so the weather is really cool. Am I audible properly? Hope I'm audible. Can you please confirm? Great. So we'll wait for a few minutes. Let others join in and then I'll start my live session for today. Till then, whoever have joined in, you can let me know that whether you find in a normal day, whether you find any kind of energy dip after any heavy meal, or you experience frequent fatigue. So, or maybe you are having any kind of junk food or sugar cravings. So you can let me know in the comment section. Okay. Ma'am, I experience fatigue after lunch. Okay. You can all keep on commenting because today's live will cover all these factors. So let me know how many people are actually facing these kinds of issues. Okay, night cravings are there, late night cravings. Okay. Anything else you are facing regarding energy levels or mood swings? Okay, so thank you for all joining in, and I'll start today's live session. So this is whoever has joined in for the first time. This is dietitian Deeplekha Banerjee, and I am a very well supporter of balanced diet and a nutrition coach. So today's topic, which I will be covering, is why we get sugar spikes and how these sugar spikes actually affect our body, or all the other things that like mood swings, like cravings, like somebody is having late night cravings, or maybe you are experiencing frequent fatigue. So all these things are affected by the sugar spike. So basically, it's not, this live is not only restricted to people who are diabetic. let me be very specific about this, that it's not only for people who are diabetic. It happens to each one of us. A sugar spike or getting a sugar crash, this happens to each one of us. Whenever we are eating anything, there is a surge of sugar inside our in the blood levels. So it's very normal, and it's a very normal physiological process that happens. But the problem happens is when the sugar spike is happens very rapidly in a short period of time, and hence when it becomes so rapid spike, it also crashes very quickly. So it's like a roller coaster. You imagine a roller coaster. Once you go up very fast and then you drop down also very fast, the same thing happens. And then the problem arises. And so, whenever you are eating or drinking anything, putting anything in the mouth, there is a sugar surge in the blood. And hence, this live is all, it's for everybody. It's this awareness and this knowledge should be with everybody so that they can understand that why it is happening and why you are facing these kinds of sudden dip in energy levels after lunch, or why you are having late night cravings, or maybe why you are like you are feeling too lethargic after lunch, or maybe after some heavy meals basically, or if you are you had too much of confectionery items, then you get a sugar dip. So why these things happen? So it is basically because of the sugar spike. So why this sugar spike happens, this is, so we will be covering all these things. We will be also covering that what are the practical tips, some practical tips that will help you to overcome this sugar spike. And it's again, I'm specific that this is not only for the diabetics. This sugar spike control of means getting a control or a hold on your sugar spike in the blood levels is important for everybody, because we are now leading a sedentary lifestyle. So in the sedentary lifestyle, having a risk of getting diabetic increases, and hence to basically push it more further, and to try to not become diabetic, to prevent the risk factor, it's very important to have a good hold or good control on your sugar spikes in the blood. And for that you have to understand what are the things you should eat, how you should eat, and how what kind of lifestyle you should maintain. Okay, so basically uh, why we should care, basically, as I said, that we have to overcome this fatigue. Sometimes you will get some kind of you will get slight headache also after maybe a heavy meal. It is also because of the sugar spike. Also you will get hormonal imbalance symptoms. There are certain hormonal imbalance symptoms, specifically PCOS kind of symptoms. These symptoms you will be getting if the sugar spike is too rapid, and if it happens several times. Rapid sugar spike happens several times during the day. Also, if it gets prolonged for a certain amount of time, over a period of time, basically, there is a high risk of you getting into pre-diabetic or diabetic zone. So that is very important, and also it also leads to weight gain over a period of time. So it's very important to have a hold on the sugar spike. So what causes the sugar spike basically? That is our main concern. So that is my next section. Before that, I'll take some questions. Okay, I have mood swings after snacks, ma'am. Yes. So basically these are all basically the sugar levels, disturbance in the sugar level or changes in the sugar level causes these kinds of mood swings. Ma'am, why am I always hungry even after eating? Okay, I'll be coming to that. Ma'am, why do I feel tired all the time? Okay, what is the difference between diabetes and insulin resistance? So, all these questions will be answered in the upcoming sections which I have in the live session. So, stay tuned with me till the end. So the first thing is eating too much of refined carbs. That almost 90% of the people nowadays are aware of. If we eat too much of refined carbs, then obviously the sugar level in the blood increases. But the catch is, if you are having the refined carbs or any kind of carbs, maybe it is whole carbs also, but if you are having that alone without any accompaniments of protein or fibers or vegetables, then the sugar spike also increases in the blood levels. The sugar level in the blood levels increases because there is no fiber and there is no protein. So all whatever you are eating at that point of time, everything is getting broken down and the sugar levels is increasing in the blood levels. So whatever you are consuming, the during the digestion process, the sugar level, it releases sugars and hence the sugar level rises. So if the fiber is there, if protein is there along with the carbs, then the rate of rise of the sugar level in the blood is little bit moderate or slow. But if you are eating the carbs alone, then the sugar level rises very rapidly, and there lies the problem. Whenever the sugar level rises rapidly, be it refined carbs, and refined carbs, it rises more rapidly. In whole carbs, if taken alone without any accompaniments of fiber or protein, it comparing to the refined carbs, the rise is little bit less, but still it rises. So always we have to incorporate fibers and proteins, and basically you have to have a balanced meal whenever you are having any carb based food. So whenever you are having white bread, confectionery items, sugary items, then biscuits, so all these things, and you are having them alone, then all these things will obviously increase the sugar levels in the blood after consumption. So basically you have to see that how. So first of all we have to choose whole carbs, the complex carbs, and the next thing that we all know, but what we ignored is we don't accompany them with fibers like vegetables or proteins. Then the next thing is drinking calories. So we all keep on counting calories and everything in the food and everything, but what we ignore is what we are drinking. So the sugary tea, the sugary coffee, sweetened ones, and then the fruit juices, all the sweetened drinks, then soft drinks, soda, all these things have calories, and most of them are empty calories, and hence they spike the sugar level very fast because liquids get digested or gets flushed out of the body very fast, and hence the sugar level also rises very fast. So milkshakes, again, milkshakes contain a lot. If you are taking from outside, then it contains a lot of sugar. So you have to have a control of this the calories that are coming from the liquids. You have to you can't ignore those calories as well, because whatever we ignore during counting calories, they all count, and we don't realize that they count more. So basically, this is also a very important point, that you have to count the calories of the drinking stuff also. Okay, is tea with sugar harmful? Yes, tea with sugar is not harmful, but if you are if you are having many cups a day, if you are taking 1 or 2 cups a day, that's still fine. But if you are taking multiple cups a day, if you are in a desk job, if you are constantly in a AC environment where the temperatures are cold, and you are staying there for a prolonged period of time, you have a lot of work pressure, people tend to drink and they lose counts of how many cups they have drank tea or coffee, and all of them are dispenser teas and coffees. They contain a lot of sugar. Then it becomes a problem. Does skipping breakfast increase sugar levels? Yes, obviously it increases sugar levels, and why, it's coming in my next section. Are oats good for blood sugar? It is high in fiber, so yes, it helps to regulate the blood sugar levels. But again, as I mentioned, that oats is carb, and hence you have to incorporate that with vegetables and protein so that the sugar level spike is more under control. Okay, so the next thing is basically skipping meals. So as I said that many people have so I'm just before skipping meals, I want to mention this also, that many people will be having tea with sugar, okay, along with that one butter toast. Maybe it is a multigrain bread, maybe it is a whole wheat bread, maybe it is a brown bread, but still it's a carb. It's a refined carb or a complex carb. There is no fiber in it. Maybe a little bit of more fiber is there compared to the refined white bread in the whole wheat bread or multigrain bread. But that is not enough for people who are in the range of pre-diabetic, who have a very strong family history of diabetes, or if for people who are having too much of sitting job, they sit for long periods of time, for prolonged periods of time for office work, and they don't get the time to move around a lot. For them, that amount of fiber is not sufficient. For them, you need to incorporate more of vegetables and protein kind of thing. So carb is again increasing the sugar level. The tea with sugar is again increasing the sugar level. The tannin in the tea is again increasing the sugar level. So in one only tea with sugar and with a bread toast, it sounds very simple, but there are three factors which is increasing the sugar level in that two ingredients, two food, two meals. There are three things. So I think it's a big eye opener that it sounds simple, chai with toast, but tea, tannin, sugar in the tea, the carb, three of them are increasing the sugar level in the blood. So you need to act upon it immediately. I think it's a big eye opener, and please give a thumbs up if it actually resonates with you in the comment. Okay, so now the skipping meals part. So somebody said skipping meals is skipping breakfast, so be it breakfast, lunch, dinner, mid meals, anything. Skipping any kind of meals increases the sugar level. Okay, so whenever you are skipping meals, the sugar level in the blood increases. Why? Because the body, we are constantly working, whether we are sitting, or if we are sitting, we are doing some brain work, but the involuntary muscles are already, the organs are working. So the body always needs a constant supply of energy, and that energy comes from the food we are eating. If you are skipping meals and the body does not get that amount of energy from the food, it releases or it breaks down the muscles and produces its own sweet amount of energy. And hence again the blood sugar level increases. And it's not only for diabetic people. Again, I am mentioning it's not only for diabetic people. It happens for each and every human being who are eating anything. So, skipping meals is very dangerous. It's better to have anything, maybe a whole fruit, maybe a handful of nuts, maybe anything simple if there is time constraint, or having proper meal, but not going off any meal. As I mentioned, be it breakfast, lunch, dinner, mid meals, anything. You should not skip any kind of meals. Another point is, if you are skipping any kind of meal, maybe for example we say we skip breakfast, we are super hungry by 12 noon, and then we can't stop ourselves. If we see some good happy meal, we don't have that control on ourselves. If we see something tempting in front of us and say no, I will not take that, that is not healthy, I will take something else, I'll opt for something else, I will arrange something else. You don't have that time because you were super hungry. Whatever is available in front of you, you will be putting inside, and hence lot of calories go inside, mostly a lot of more calories go inside, many unhealthy stuff go inside, and many stuff with more of preservatives go inside, and all these things increases the sugar level, and maybe more than what you if you have eaten your breakfast. So it's very important to take short meals at frequent intervals to maintain or control your sugar level for each and every individual. So the next is again a very important topic. Before that, I'll be taking some questions, but the next topic is again an eye opener, so please stay tuned. Okay, can blood sugar spikes cause weight gain? Absolutely, it can cause weight gain over if repeated blood sugar in a day, if many times blood sugar spikes keep on happening, if you keep on skipping meals on over a period of time, if the spikes happen over a prolonged period of time, then gradually the weight gain will keep on happening. Does thyroid disease impact blood sugar? It has an indirect this thing, rather I would say it's the other way around. If the blood sugar level is disturbed, it affects all the other hormones, all other hormones, thyroid, say any other, all the hormone systems, endocrine system completely gets disturbed if the blood sugar level is increased. So it's basically the other way around. Can dehydration raise blood sugar? Yes, absolutely, dehydration raises blood sugar because the if the whatever the blood sugar is getting accumulated, it doesn't get flushed out. If you are drinking lots of water, if the body is well hydrated, sorry, if the body is well hydrated, every cell is well hydrated, it gets detoxified, or it releases all the toxins, unnecessary items like this blood sugar things and everything at regular intervals. It's a natural detox process. So being hydrated to control your blood sugar level is super important, and also this gets ignored. People concentrate too much on whole carbs, complex carbs, removing sugar from their diet, and doing all kinds of physical activity, going into core physical activity, but water or hydration gets ignored. Around 80% of the people whom I handle, hydration gets ignored. So please take care of your hydration if you want to control your sugar spikes. So the next is what affects your sugar level is stress. Even if you don't eat, even if you don't put anything in your mouth, still stress is something that increases your sugar level, and increases to that extent which is not in your control. So why that happens? If you are stressed out, your body releases hormones like cortisol or adrenaline, and then these hormones signal the liver to secrete blood sugar or increase the blood sugar, release blood sugar, and hence the blood sugar level increases. And again, as I mentioned, it increases in that extent that is not in your control, and hence that is why you get all the hormonal imbalances happens, because of even if you are skipping meals, there is a kind of stress that gets built up in your body. That stress again increases the sugar level. Anyway, you have skipped meals, so the sugar level is increasing inside, and the stress is building up, the sugar level is increasing inside. So, double impact. And if you are under chronic stress over a period of time, if you even don't have any kind of family history of having getting diabetic, still your sugar level is elevated, and that is not because of your dietary because it's in your bloodline, or because of your dietary habits. It's because of your lifestyle disorder. Then diabetes or sugar level happens elevates because of your lifestyle disorder. Stress comes under lifestyle disorder. So it's very important to manage your stress. It's very important to have a proper sleep. Having a proper sleep can be one of the way to manage your stress. Whatever, I'm so sorry, there has been a disconnection in electricity. I'm so sorry. I hope the session is still on. Am I audible? Can you please confirm? Okay, great. I'm audible. So great. So that where was I? Yes, so sleep can be one of the way to manage stress, because if you are having proper sleep, then the whole body rewires during proper sleep, and hence you get de-stressed. The whole body gets de-stressed in this timeline. And so proper sleep is also very important to manage your blood sugar levels. So if you're not getting proper sleep, there is again stress gets built up. So stress is not only what comes from outside. Stress gets built up if you are skipping meals, if you are not sleeping well. So all these factors, or if there is hormonal imbalance inside, then all these influence or builds up stress inside your body, which is painless, which doesn't give any kind of symptoms initially, and hence we don't register. But it's very important to de-stress yourself through proper sleep, through proper hydration, and having a good balanced diet at frequent intervals. So if you're not having proper sleep, you will be having these late night cravings. Somebody was saying in the initial stage of the live session that they get late night cravings. This is one of the reason you are getting late night cravings, because you are not sleeping well. The body is basically signaling that it needs rest, and it needs to rewire or detox itself during that period. So it's not basically it's hunger, it's your blood sugar levels rising, it's increasing the cravings, increasing the hunger hormones, and it becomes disturbed, and again stress builds up. Again the cortisol or the adrenaline gets released, and the sugar level is increasing. So it becomes a vicious cycle basically. And all the causes which I have discussed till now, all of them are interrelated. None of them happens independently. All of them are interrelated. So it is very important to have a good night's sleep to control your blood sugar levels. Also physical inactivity. Again another type of lifestyle modification, physical inactivity. So what happens is, whenever you are eating, your blood sugar levels is rising inside. That is a normal process, normal physiological process. But if you are walking for 15 to 20 minutes after any heavy meals, then this blood sugar levels which is getting produced, it will get used up by the muscles which are working at that time when you are walking. So it will get used up by the muscles, and it will not have the option of increasing the blood sugar levels. And hence it is very important to go for a short walk of 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes after any heavy meal, or if you have eaten something which you feel that it is very heavy for you right now, or too much of calories you have eaten together for any unavoidable reasons during socializing or something. So it's best to go for a walk to control the sugar level or to control the sugar spike, immediate sugar spike. It's very important. So what are the basically signs that we will experience if there is sugar spike? Most of them I have already explained, already discussed. Like, you will be feeling sleepy or lethargic after meals. You will be having sudden energy crashes, because if there is a sudden sugar spike, there will be a sudden energy crash as well. So you will be feeling lethargic, sleepy, and you will be having no motivation to work. And then you will be suddenly getting hunger pangs without any reason. There will be mood swings, there will be irritation, or you'll be feeling low in mood. You will not be able to concentrate properly on any stuff. The focus basically shifts. So all these things, and there will be brain fog. There will be sleep disturbance. Sleep disturbance happens very commonly. Or maybe you will be irritation also happens a lot of time if there is a sudden sugar spike and there is a sugar drop. So all these actually helps you to identify that there can be scope of modifying my diet and my lifestyle, so that both can combined together help you to regulate the blood sugar level better. Okay. So are millets good for blood sugar control? Yes, millets is gluten free, so it's less in carb and also high in fiber. Also, to top it up, it is also good in many other vitamins and minerals. So basically, it's much more better than the maida or maybe white rice. So it's much more better option than them, and it controls blood sugar better than the refined carbs. What is the best dinner for blood sugar control? Tell it to dinner, tell it breakfast, tell it lunch. Any main meal for blood sugar control should be balanced. It should have carbohydrate, proteins, healthy fats, and good amount of vegetables to serve for the fiber purpose. Okay, so now let me see that after discussing so much, how much you have registered. That can you please give in the comment section below few simple tips you will be applying or implementing in your daily life, maybe from the next week or from tomorrow, that will help you to manage your blood sugar levels. Anything, please write in the comment section below. Great. Somebody will stop skipping the meals. One of the most important points, stop skipping meals. Focus more on balanced diet. Yes, all the main meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, should be having carbohydrate, proteins, vegetables, and proper amount of healthy fat. Okay. We'll be starting walking 15 to 20 minutes after meals. So yes, 15 to 20 minutes is best. If not, there is time constraint, 10 to 15 minutes is also fine. And that's a very good habit. You will be seeing a lot of improvement in your energy levels also after meal, if you are walking after meal, because the after you are consuming any meal, the whole concentration goes in your stomach. But if you are walking, the concentration gets divided to your activity levels or towards the muscles as well. So along with the blood sugar control, the blood oxygen flow happens very uniformly throughout the body. So hence you can focus more. Oxygen goes better in your brain, so the brain functionality happens better, and hence along with sugar control, I'm just diverting a little bit from the topic. Along with the sugar control, your brain functionality will improve. You can focus more on your work, and your productivity will also, in a short period of time, you will be able to deal with a lot of work. Basically, because there will be no energy dip, no lethargy, no brain fog. These things you will see a lot of improvement if you are going for a walk. I will make my hydration better. Absolutely. That's the most important thing, and whoever have opted for all the others can also look into this. You can add on this along with the goals you are targeting for. I drink a lot of tea, ma'am. I will reduce a little. Yes. Yes. 1 or 2 cups is fine, but more than that, yes, you need to reduce. You need to count the calories. I will start adding more fibers in my diet. Yes, so fibers come from vegetables and fruits. Specifically, if you are having lot of vegetables, fruits which are along with the peel, and hence you can opt for pulses also, which comes along with the husk. So hence you can increase the fiber quotient of the diet. So basically, most of the things have been covered. So none of you have included managing stress. That is one of the very important thing. Managing stress, you can do some kind of breathing exercises or meditation for managing stress. Even you can manage stress by sleeping well, and by proper hydration. That is the internal stress. By proper hydration and sleeping well, you can manage the internal stress. For outside stress, you can do meditation or some kind of breathing exercises. It's very important, and balanced meal is very important. Also, you have to discard all the sugary drinks or the aerated drinks, or many people think that homemade fruit juice or freshly made fruit juice is very healthy, but the calorie counts, and also the rise in sugar level is counts. If you are having one whole fruit instead of one juice, fresh, even if it is freshly made, the spike in sugar level will be more if you are having a freshly made sugar juice and fruit juice, and the spike will be further less if you are having whole fruit, and specifically if you are having whole fruit with the peel on it. So those are very important. I think this live was very insightful, and it was lovely interacting with you all, and it was very interactive. I love interacting sessions. And thank you so much for joining in. And if you find these helpful, most of the 90% of this live session resonates with everybody, each and everyone. So please hit the like button, and also click the share button, share with everybody, because as I mentioned, sugar spike happens to each and every human being who are eating or putting anything in their mouth. So this live will be resonating with each and every person. So please share with everybody, because this is something nowadays, it's sedentary lifestyle we are following. Diabetes is increasing in our society very rapidly. Whether you are having a family history, whether it is in your bloodline or not, rate of diabetes is increasing, mainly because of lifestyle disorder. It has become a lifestyle disorder. For some people it is a hereditary, it's in their bloodline. For many people it's because of that, it's a dietary disorder. But whatever it is, the risk of diabetes is increasing. So controlling the sugar level becomes the first and the foremost responsibility of us, to take a control of your sugar spike. I hope this session was absolutely lovely, and I actually liked this session a lot. because I work on reversing diabetes, and on a daily basis I handle such cases. So I would love to guide you people. If anybody wants any kind of personalized diet chart for lifestyle modification or dietary modification, please comment below. I'll be surely, or DM me, I'll surely reach out to you and guide you. Thank you. Have a good night and or a good day from wherever you have joined in, and have a lovely week ahead and a very successful week. And please incorporate whatever goals you have mentioned, or you have committed to me in the comment below that you will be doing it in the coming week. Please continue that, and always remember that consistency is the key. So the more you stay consistent or persistent, the more better result you get over a period of time. Thank you.